Now, I don't usually have tissue at standby to wipe my GoPro down. The reason why I've got this rag out is because of this. So my fairy liquid got out and it dribbled all the way down here, and it's leaking into my engine bay and ended up on the floor. Now I need to clear this up because that is dodgy, quite slippery indeed. So I've got to clean that up right there. At the same time, I pulled out my my main sheet. My main sheet rope was absolutely razor. Just cut my finger up. So it's all happening, really. Oh my god. Oh, not good. They're the worst place. It could happen, lad. Oh my god. Oh, it's everywhere. What a mess. What a mess. Okay, so it's well, we're sort of coming out of the River Orwell, and it's blowing up quite nicely. The visibility is actually, let me just turn this down, you can't hear what I'm saying. So we just come out of the Orwell, as I've just tried to say. We've just lost quite a bit of visibility as we come out. I'm just kind of heading out just for a jaunt because I haven't had a good sail in a while, and the forecast was some decent wind, so here we are. We've got about 15 to between 15 and 20 knots, which is nice. Just got one reef in the main while I'm close hauled. As you can see, she's doing quite nicely. Don't know how thick this fog is actually going to get, but we'll find out in a little while. I just see some boats, like there's one over there, there's another one. Ah, he's over there now. They were all heading out a while ago. Just kind of playing around with the boat, really. Don't really need my sunglasses on anymore, do I? This fog is gonna, I think it's just mist, really. I can just see pie ends buoy marking the Wallen Channel, so yeah, I guess I'll head out to maybe a couple of miles offshore, and then come back and yeah, just enjoy it. It's a lovely day up the river. I didn't actually take any footage because I was quite busy. It's the first time I was sailing up the river in this, and it's quite a lot different. Just takes a lot longer to move and stuff like that, so just kind of getting a bit more used to it, really.
So you can see I've got one reef in the main here, but I don't actually need it. It's only gusting probably 20 knots and with a mean wind strength of about 15 to 16. So yeah, for 7 tons of boat, probably wouldn't need to put the first reef in until about 25 knots. So I decided to head up the Hamford water, the Hamford backwaters, and go find some shelter from this easterly wind and the swell which was coming up the and into the estuary. There's a small creek known as Kirby Creek, and that was my intended destination. It's got plenty of deep water, but the entrance channel is quite shallow, so yeah, I'd only be able to get in and out of there at sort of mid-tide to high tide.
Right on this very shallow contour, and the tide's going out. I've got probably about a 2 metre drop in tide before low water. I've got 4.5 metres where I am, so in theory should be absolutely fine, but I am so close to that bank. It is like, I just don't know how I'm still going to have 2 metres at low water here. It just doesn't look right to me, but we'll see what happens. A couple of other boats over there. See in the main channel how it is actually quite a lot of swell coming in from this this easterly wind.
It's a perfect spot, this. Really well protected once the tide runs out, with the islands giving a decent buffer, and eventually the current took its effect on the boat and took me away from the bank.
So I've just found out that I'm going to have to get out of here for like 4 o'clock in the morning, because the next tide, high tide, isn't until when is it? Until like early afternoon. I'm not going to be able to get out of here at low water because of the entrance over there. So it's going to mean a bit of an early get up. Unfortunately, it was about 4 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, that'll be interesting. But it should be starting to get light by about that time, so it shouldn't be too bad. Just been doing some sanding on these this evening or this afternoon. I've actually got around and done all of them, which I'm quite surprised I managed to do it. But I had about 80 grit with my little yellow tool thing, and then just a sanding block. I think it's about 380 grit, something like that. And yeah, got rid of all that sort of flaky varnish, which is quite nice. Nice to see the wood again. So I just got some pasta on the boil. Just had a little bit of a look around in my stores, and I realised I bought these like mussels, tin mussels, marinated in olive oil. So I'm going to give them a go. Some chopped tomatoes and probably a bit of oregano, something like that. So yeah, they're actually not too bad looking actually. I got these from, I think it were Lidl, and they were on sale, but I'm pretty sure you can get these elsewhere. They're a lot cheaper than some of the other brands that you can get, so, and you get plenty of mussels in there as well, which is pretty ace. Got some really nasty looking steaks, just kind of right where the I suppose the end of the sort of mud bank is. I think it does sort of like even out in the creek, but just on the edges there's like these like kind of stakes, posts or whatever. Not sure what they are, whether they were for a jetty in the past or whatever. Anyway, when I came in and I dropped the anchor, I was really close to where that post was, obviously when the water was higher. So I'm a bit concerned that my anchor is very close to that post, and I'm really hoping that I haven't gone and wrapped the anchor chain around it. That would have been a barrel of laughs if I'd settled on the top of that post. So yeah, there's nothing on the chart for them, so if you ever come up here, just a little warning really. There's another one just over there. So I've just left Kirby Creek. It's 4:30 now. I'm going to be heading back round to the Orwell. But I had a bit of issue with my engine this morning. I've spent like about an hour and a quarter working on it, but actually just wouldn't start. It's quite difficult to start, and I found eventually that it was one of the relay plugs had gone as part of the starting system. So I had a spare and I changed it out, and it just fired up absolutely fine. So I think it's the delivery of amps or something to the glow plugs, and if that's not there, then it just won't start. You've got to preheat the diesel first. But anyway, we're away now, thankfully. It was going to be pretty interesting experience being marooned up there with not that much in the way of assistance, but yeah, thankfully I sorted that out, and thankfully I had a spare relay plug on board. So if you haven't got one in your kit, definitely get one. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's one of these little things. There's two of them in a little box on the side of the engine. Yeah, and just swapped it out. You can't open up these are, well, they're encapsulated, so you can't actually see what's going on, but I just changed it out. Job done. Oh yeah, they're about £7 on parts for engines, I think.